My hands won't stop shaking. I'm staring at 2 pink lines on a pregnancy test in a gas station bathroom in Busan, and my phone keeps buzzing with texts from Jae-won. Min-jun, where are you? I miss you. Please call me back. I can't. I won't. Because 3 hours ago, my best friend Tae-hyun sent me a photo that destroyed everything. Him and Jae-won at a jewelry store, choosing engagement rings. The caption, "He's the one, Min-jun. I can't wait for you to meet him properly." Meet him properly. The irony burns like acid in my throat. I've been sleeping with Tae-hyun's boyfriend for 3 months. And now I'm pregnant with his twins. Let me back up. 6 months ago, I was at a luxury resort in Jeju Island for a marketing conference. I was lonely, exhausted from my job at a small advertising firm, and drowning my sorrows at the hotel bar after my presentation flopped. That's when he walked in. Jae-won. Tall, devastating in a tailored black suit, with eyes that could strip you bare with a single glance. He sat beside me, ordered whiskey, and said, "You look like someone who needs to forget today exists." "You have no idea," I muttered. "Then let me help with that." 1 drink turned into 3. 3 turned into us stumbling to his penthouse suite, his mouth hot against my neck in the elevator, my fingers desperate in his hair. That night, I discovered what it meant to completely lose control. He was commanding, possessive, gentle when I needed it, and rough when I begged for it. When I woke up the next morning wrapped in 1,000-thread count sheets, he was watching me with this soft expression that made my heart flip. "Stay," he whispered. "Have breakfast with me." I should have left, but I stayed. And that breakfast turned into the entire day. We talked about everything. His pressure as a CEO of a tech empire, my dreams of opening my own agency, our shared love of old movies and street food. By sunset, we were back in bed, and I was falling for him in a way I'd never fallen for anyone. "I have to tell you something," Jae-won said that evening, his fingers tracing patterns on my bare shoulder. "I'm seeing someone. It's complicated. I've been trying to end it, but..." "Don't." I pressed my finger to his lips. "I don't want complicated. Let's just have this weekend." But it didn't stay a weekend. We couldn't stop. Back in Seoul, he'd text me at midnight, "I need to see you." I'd meet him at his private apartment, not the one he shared with his boyfriend, a secret place in Gangnam where no one knew us. We'd collide like storms, urgent and desperate, then lie tangled together talking until dawn. "Leave him," I whispered one night, immediately hating myself for saying it. "I will," Jae-won promised, kissing my temple. "Soon. He's going through something difficult right now. His mother is sick. I just need to wait for the right time." I told myself I believed him. I told myself I wasn't the other man because Jae-won's heart was already mine. I told myself a lot of lies. Then Tae-hyun called me crying. "Mom died, Min-jun. She's gone." I held my phone with one hand while Jae-won's arm was wrapped around my waist, both of us frozen. "I'm so sorry," I whispered. "Do you need me to come over?" "No, I'm with Jae-won, my boyfriend. He's taking care of me." The room tilted. What's his name again?" "Jae-won. We've been together for 8 months. I know I've been secretive about him. He's really private because of his job. But Min-jun, he's amazing. He's been my rock through everything with Mom." I looked up at Jae-won. His face had gone completely white. After I hung up, we just stared at each other in horror. "Tae-hyun," he breathed. "Your best friend is Tae-hyun? You're the mysterious boyfriend he won't shut up about?" We both started talking at once, piecing it together. Tae-hyun always called him D. I always called him Jae-won. Tae-hyun worked remotely as a graphic designer, so I'd never seen his boyfriend. Jae-won had only known him as Tae, and never met his friends because Tae-hyun wanted to keep the relationship private. "We have to stop," I said, already feeling the loss like a physical wound. "We have to end this." "I'll break up with him," Jae-won insisted. "I'll do it gently, but I'll do it. Min-jun, what we have is built on betraying my best friend." I pulled away from him. The best friend who just lost his mother and needs his boyfriend more than ever. We can't. We tried to stay apart. We lasted 4 days. For 2 more months, we were careful. Secret meetings. Deleted texts. The guilt eating me alive every time Tae-hyun gushed about how supportive Jae-won was. But I was addicted. To his touch, his laugh, the way he looked at me like I was his entire world. Then I started feeling sick. Exhausted. My omega symptoms were all wrong. The pregnancy test confirmed it last week. Twins. I was terrified but also thrilled. I wanted to tell Jae-won immediately. I imagined his face, his joy, us finally being able to stop hiding. Then Tae-hyun sent that photo from the jewelry store. Now I'm here in this bathroom, knowing I have to disappear. I can't destroy Tae-hyun. Not after everything he's lost. And I can't let Jae-won choose between us. He'll resent whoever he picks. So I'll choose for both of them. I block Jae-won's number. Delete every photo, every message. Book a train ticket to Busan where my cousin lives. But as I'm leaving the bathroom, I see him, Tae-hyun, standing in the gas station, eyes wild, scanning the room. Our eyes meet. And I run. Jae-won's hand wraps around my wrist, spinning me back toward him. His eyes are red-rimmed, desperate. 2 weeks, Min-jun. You ghosted me for 2 weeks. Do you have any idea what that did to me? Let me go. My voice cracks. I can't look at him. If I do, I'll crumble. No. His grip tightens, not painful but firm. Not until you tell me why. Did I do something wrong? Did I hurt you? Just talk to me. You're engaged, I spit out, finally meeting his eyes. Congratulations. I hope you and Tae-hyun are very happy together. The confusion on his face would be almost funny if my heart wasn't shattering. What? I'm not. Min-jun, I told you I was going to break up with him. I was waiting for the ring, Jae-won. He sent me photos of you two picking out engagement rings. Understanding dawns on his face, followed by panic. No, that's not. His aunt insisted on taking us. I didn't buy anything. I was going to end it that same night, but then his cousin got in a car accident and he runs his hand through his hair, frustrated. Everything keeps happening. But I swear I'm going to tell him. This week. Don't. I yank my arm free. I'm done being the other man. Find someone else to ruin your life with. I turn away, but his next words stop me cold. I love you. No. I love you, Min-jun. Not him. I wake up thinking about you. I fall asleep wishing you were next to me. You're the one I... Stop. I'm crying now, hot tears streaming down my face. You think that makes this better? You think loving me excuses what we did to Tae-hyun? Then help me fix it. He steps closer, his voice breaking. Come with me right now. We'll tell him together. We'll be honest. He deserves that much. He deserves better than both of us, I whisper. Goodbye, Jae-won. This time when I walk away, he doesn't follow. 3 days later, he shows up at my apartment. I open the door to find him looking like he hasn't slept, holding takeout bags from my favorite restaurant. You blocked my number. You won't answer my emails. So I'm here. How did you even? I'm a CEO, Min-jun. Finding an address isn't difficult. He pushes past me into my tiny studio. We're going to talk. And you're going to eat because you look pale. The smell of food hits me, and suddenly my stomach is churning. I barely make it to the bathroom before I'm vomiting violently. Through the open door, I hear Jae-won's sharp intake of breath. When I finally emerge, wiping my mouth, he's standing frozen in my bathroom doorway, staring at the counter. At the prenatal vitamins I forgot to hide. Min-jun. His voice is barely audible. Are you? The nausea hits again. I shove past him, retching into the toilet. I feel his hands gather my hair back, his palm rubbing gentle circles on my back, and it's so domestic and tender that I start crying between heaves. How far along? He asks softly when I'm finally empty. Doesn't matter. It's not your problem. Don't. His voice hardens. Don't you dare shut me out of this. Is it mine? Before I can answer, there's a knock at my door. Min-jun? I brought wine and wedding mega. Oh. Jae-won. Tae-hyun. One and I stare at each other in horror. The bedroom, he hisses. I'll hide. No. Just act normal. We're colleagues. You came to discuss work. I flush the toilet, rinse my mouth, and emerge to find Tae-hyun hugging Jae-won in my living room. Babe, what are you doing here? Tae-hyun's smile is radiant. Business with Min-jun, Jae-won says smoothly, but I can see the tension in his shoulders. His firm is pitching for a contract with my company. Oh, how perfect. You two can finally get to know each other properly. Tae-hyun turns to me, and his expression shifts to concern. Min-jun, you look terrible. Are you sick? Just a stomach bug, I manage. You should go home and rest, Won, Tae-hyun says, kissing Jae-won's cheek. I have to look away. Min-jun and I have wedding planning to do anyway. I want him to help me choose between venues. Jae-won's eyes find mine over Tae-hyun's shoulder. There's so much pain there, so much longing, that I have to grip the counter to stay upright. Of course, he says quietly. Feel better, Min-jun. When the door closes behind him, I realize I'm shaking. For the next 2 hours, I look at venue photos while dying inside. The garden one is beautiful for a spring wedding, Tae-hyun gushes. Can you imagine? Cherry blossoms everywhere, and Jae-won in a white tux. He pauses, studying me. You really don't look good. Should I take you to the hospital? I'm fine. Just need rest. Okay, but, Min-jun, I need to ask you something. His voice gets serious. Have you been avoiding me? You've been so distant lately. Guilt claws at my throat. No, I've just been busy with work. Is it because you don't like Jae-won? My head snaps up. What? I know you've been weird since I told you about him. I thought maybe. Tae-hyun bites his lip. Maybe you're jealous? That I have less time for you now. If only it were that simple. Tae-hyun, I could never dislike someone who makes you this happy. I lie, the words turning to ash in my mouth. His smile returns, brilliant and trusting. Good. Because you're going to be my best man, and I need you and Jae-won to get along. He's going to be my husband, Min-jun. The father of my future children. I want you to love him like a brother. Something inside me breaks. After he finally leaves, I stand in the shower fully clothed, letting the water hide my tears. My phone buzzes with a text from an unknown number. Are those babies mine? I slide down the tile wall, cradling my still flat stomach where 2 tiny lives are growing. And I don't know how to answer. I meet him at the secret apartment in Gangnam at midnight. Jae-won opens the door before I even knock, like he's been waiting by it for hours. Probably has been. Yes, I say without preamble. They're yours. Twins. He staggers backward, gripping the doorframe. For a moment I think he might collapse. Then he's crossing the distance between us, his hands cupping my face, and I see tears streaming down his cheeks. Twins, he breathes. Our twins. Don't. I push his hands away, stepping back. Don't get attached. I'm raising them alone. Like hell you are. His voice turns sharp. Min-jun, these are my children. Our children. You can't just. Watch me. I wrap my arms around my stomach protectively. You're getting married in 3 months. I'm not going to be your dirty secret with 2 babies in tow. Then I'll cancel the wedding. He says it so simply, like it's not about to destroy someone we both care about. I'll tell Tae-hyun everything tonight. We'll figure this out together. No. The word comes out strangled. But he's my best friend. Since we were 7 years old. He held me when my parents disowned me for being Omega. I slept on his couch for 6 months when I had nothing. My voice breaks. I can't destroy him like this. I won't. So what's your plan? Disappear? Raise my children where I can't find them? His hands clench into fists. You think I'll just let you go? You don't have a choice. I love you. He's shouting now. I love you, Min-jun. Not him. It's always been you. From that first night in Jeju, it's been you. Then you should have broken up with him before sleeping with me. I'm shouting back, months of guilt and anger pouring out. You should have been honest. You should have. A sharp cramp doubles me over. Min-jun. Jae-won catches me before I fall. What's wrong? Nothing, I'm fine. Another cramp, sharper this time. When I look down, there's blood on my pants. The color drains from Jae-won's face. The hospital is a blur of fluorescent lights and urgent voices. 18 weeks, twins, spotting and cramping, we need to monitor. Jae-won refuses to leave my side, gripping my hand so tight I lose circulation. A doctor does an ultrasound, and for several agonizing minutes, there's only silence. Then, both heartbeats strong. But you're showing signs of a threatened miscarriage, Mr. Min. You need complete bed rest for at least 2 weeks. Relief crashes through me so intense I start sobbing. Jae-won presses his forehead to our joined hands, his shoulders shaking. Can I see them? I whisper. The doctor turns the monitor. 2 tiny beans with flickering heartbeats, moving in perfect synchronicity. Your babies are fighters, she says gently. But you need to eliminate stress. No work, no strenuous activity. Do you have someone who can take care of you? I do, Jae-won answers before I can. I'll make sure he rests. After the doctor leaves, we sit in silence, watching the monitor repeat the ultrasound recording. I was going to break up with him, Jae-won finally says, his voice raw. That day I met you in Jeju. I'd made the decision that morning. Tae-hyun is wonderful, but the connection wasn't there. It was comfortable but not right. He turns to look at me. Then I met you, and it was like everything clicked into place. You made me laugh. You challenged me. You saw past the CO to just the person I am when no one's watching. His thumb strokes across my knuckles. I meant to tell Tae-hyun that week. But his mother died, and he was shattered. How could I abandon him in that moment? You couldn't, I whisper. Then his cousin got hurt. Then his aunt got sick. Then his childhood dog died. It's been one tragedy after another, and every time I think I can finally be honest, something else happens. He closes his eyes. I'm a coward. I should have done it anyway. I should have been brave enough to hurt him short-term instead of lying long-term. My phone buzzes. Multiple texts from Tae-hyun. Where are you? You missed our cake tasting. Min-jun, I'm worried. Call me back. Jae-won isn't answering either. Are you two together? Did something happen with the work project? Guilt crushes my chest. We can't do this to him. We have to let him go, Jae-won. You marry him and I'll disappear. In a few years, when he's stable and happy, maybe we can tell him. But not now. Not like this. And us? Our children? We'll be fine. I'll send you photos. Updates. When they're older, they can know you. Each word is a knife in my heart. But we can't be together. I can't lose you. His voice cracks completely. Min-jun, I can't. You have to. He takes me to his secret apartment to rest. For 2 weeks, Jae-won works from home while taking care of me. He brings me food, reads to the babies, falls asleep with his hand on my stomach feeling them kick. We exist in a bubble where Tae-hyun doesn't exist, where we're just 2 people preparing for parenthood. We could run away, he whispers one night, both of us lying in bed, his arms around me. Take the twins and disappear. Start over somewhere new. And live with that guilt forever? Wondering if Tae-hyun is okay? If he hates us? I'd rather live with guilt than without you. But we both know we won't run. On day 14, I go into labor. 6 weeks early. Jae-won rushes me to the hospital, and everything happens too fast. Doctors shouting, emergency C-section, Jae-won's terrified face as they wheel me away. I wake up to 2 tiny cries and Jae-won holding our sons, tears streaming down his face. They're perfect, he whispers. Min-jun, they're perfect. Then I hear Tae-hyun's voice in the hallway. Which room? The nurse said ICU, Tae-hyun. Our eyes meet across the room. And the door opens. Time stops. Tae-hyun stands frozen in the doorway, staring at Jae-won cradling a newborn against his chest while another baby lies in the bassinet beside my hospital bed. His eyes move from the infant to Jae-won's tender expression, to his hand gently stroking the baby's head, then to me, pale and exhausted with an 4 in my arm. What? Tae-hyun's voice is barely a whisper. What is this? Jae-won's face drains of color. Tae-hyun, I can explain. Are those babies? Tae-hyun steps closer, his voice rising. Min-jun, why didn't you tell me you were pregnant? Who's the father? The silence stretches too long. Tae-hyun's eyes dart between us, and I watch the exact moment understanding hits. His face crumples. No, he breathes. No, please tell me I'm wrong. Please tell me you didn't. I'm sorry. The words rip out of me. Tae-hyun, I'm so sorry. He staggers backward like I've struck him. How long? 6 months, Jae-won says quietly, his voice steady even as he's breaking. It started in Jeju. Before I knew Min-jun was your best friend. 6 months. Tae-hyun's laugh is hysterical. You've been fucking my best friend for 6 months? While planning our wedding? While I was choosing flowers and cake flavors and… His voice breaks completely. While I was telling him how much I loved you? Tae-hyun, I try to sit up, but pain shoots through my incision. Don't. He holds up his hand, tears streaming down his face. Don't you dare say my name. You were supposed to be my brother, Min-jun. You slept on my couch. I gave you money when you had nothing. And this is how you repay me? By stealing my boyfriend and getting pregnant with his children. I never meant for it to happen, I whisper, my own tears falling. I tried to stay away. I blocked him, I ran. Not hard enough, apparently. Tae-hyun's voice echoes through the room. Did you laugh about me? Did you two make fun of the stupid Omega who didn't know his fiancé was cheating? Never, Jae-won says firmly, passing the baby to a nurse so he can approach Tae-hyun. Tae-hyun, I know I've hurt you. I know I don't deserve forgiveness. But I need you to understand, I never wanted to hurt you. I was trying to find the right time to be honest. The right time? Tae-hyun shoves him hard. When? After the wedding? After our honeymoon? When were you planning to tell me you were in love with someone else? Jae-won doesn't fight back. I don't have an excuse. I was a coward. I should have ended things with you the moment I realized my feelings for Min-jun. Why didn't you? Tae-hyun's voice cracks. What was so hard about just telling me the truth? Because you'd lost so much already. Your mother, your aunt's health, your cousin's accident. Every time I tried to break up with you, something else happened. You were already drowning, and I couldn't add to that pain. So you lied instead? You let me plan a wedding while you were building a family with him? Tae-hyun looks at me, and the betrayal in his eyes kills me. How could you, Min-jun? You knew how much I loved him. You knew everything I'd been through. I'm sorry, I sob. I'm so sorry. I never wanted this. I never wanted to hurt you. But you did. Tae-hyun's voice goes cold. You both did. And now I have to live with knowing that the two people I loved most in the world betrayed me. He turns and walks out. The days after our agony. Tae-hyun won't answer calls or texts. Mutual friends reach out, confused about the broken engagement. I'm discharged from the hospital with the twins, Junwoo and Sherwoo, and Jae-won moves us into his penthouse despite my protests. I'm not missing another moment with my sons, he says firmly. And you need help recovering. 3 weeks pass. Then Tae-hyun shows up at the penthouse. He looks thinner, exhausted, but calmer. We need to talk. All of us. We sit in the living room, Jae-won and I on one couch, Tae-hyun across from us. The twins sleep in their bassinets between us like tiny, oblivious mediators. I've spent weeks hating you both, Tae-hyun starts. I imagined 1,000 different revenge scenarios. I wanted you to hurt the way you hurt me. You have every right, I begin, but he holds up his hand. Let me finish. He takes a shaky breath. But then I thought about how Jae-won looked at you in that hospital room. The way he held those babies. And I realized he never looked at me like that. Not once in 8 months. Jae-won's jaw tightens, but he doesn't deny it. I convinced myself we were perfect because I loved you, Tae-hyun continues, looking at Jae-won. But love isn't enough if it's one-sided. I ignored every sign that you weren't fully invested. The canceled dates. The emotional distance. I told myself you were just busy, stressed from work. His laugh is bitter. Turns out you were busy falling in love with someone else. I never meant to lead you on, Jae-won says softly. I know. And Min-jun. Tae-hyun turns to me, and I brace for more anger. You're still an asshole for not telling me. But I understand why you stayed away. You were trying to protect me, in your own messed up way. Tae-hyun, I'm not saying I forgive you. Not yet. Maybe not ever completely. He stands, walks to the bassinets, and looks down at the sleeping twins. But I don't want to lose you both from my life forever. These babies are innocent. They deserve to have Uncle Tae-hyun. If you'll let me. I'm crying again. Of course. Always. 1 year later. The twins' first birthday party is in Jae-won's garden. Junwoo is smashing cake into his face while Sherwoo cries because his brother won't share. Tae-hyun arrives with his new boyfriend, a kind veterinarian named Sung-ho who makes him laugh the way he deserves. He scoops up Sherwoo, wiping tears, and the baby immediately calms. You're better at this than us, I joke. Practice, Tae-hyun says, and there's genuine warmth in his smile now. I babysit every week, remember? Later, Jae-won pulls me aside to the rose garden. He drops to one knee and my heart stops. Min-jun, I know we did everything backward. We hurt people. We made mistakes. He opens a velvet box. But I want to do this right. Will you marry me? Behind us, I hear Tae-hyun's voice. Say yes, you idiot. He's been carrying that ring for 3 months. I laugh through tears. You knew. He asked my permission, Tae-hyun says, Sung-ho's arm around his waist. I told him if he ever hurts you, I'll kill him myself. Yes, I tell Jun, pulling him up to kiss him. 8,000 times yes. As Jae-won slips the ring on my finger, our sons toddle over, cake-covered and giggling. Tae-hyun takes photos, no longer the broken man from the hospital but someone who's found his own happiness. Sometimes love requires sacrifice. Sometimes it requires forgiveness. And sometimes, it just requires time.